What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Vinyl this time, and I have a very special one to be doing here for you guys today, as all of the titles I'm going to be talking to you about here in this collection update are going to be of some of the final releases from probably one of the best and most consistent black metal labels to have ever existed out of the US. But before I get into that, what we're listening to in the background, Sapthurin Hildigicel. Very, very awesome US black metal. Definitely deserves more love and attention than what I feel it already gets. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Fallen Empire Records today. If you don't know Fallen Empire Records, they were a black metal label based out of the Pacific Northwest, and they were a label that specialized in putting out some incredibly top-notch and solid black metal releases from bands all across the country, whether it be from the US or internationally or from Iceland or anywhere. This label specialized in putting out great releases. I mean, bands that come to mind would be like Uvia, Chaos Moon, Scoff, Miss Thurming, Serpent Slayer, just to name a few. That was a label that was very, very consistent in putting out releases, but I believe sometime in the middle of last year, this label was going to be closing down shop and moving on. And while at one point I would be pretty bummed out by news by this, I feel that them closing down the label and moving on, it would seem like they would want to go out on a high note. And I believe with some of these final releases that this label put out, they are definitely going in on a high note and definitely leaving their thumbprint within the world of extreme music and black metal. And I am very appreciative for all of the releases that Fallen Empire has put out over the years, including the 6 releases that I'm going to be talking to you about here today, all of which are a part of some of the last drops this label has put out. And this first release we're going to be talking about is something that I believe is very synonymous with the Fallen Empire label, but this is a reissue of an album from 2013 that I definitely have been wanting to look for and add to my music collection for a long time, but now I finally have it, and I have not stopped playing it. This is Wormlust with the Feral Wisdom. Yeah, this is a 2018 repress from Fallen Empire Records, and I believe this was originally released in 2013 through Damon Worship Productions. And yeah, Wormlust are a duo based out of Iceland, and of course, this is a band that features people who are mainly involved with a lot of projects from within the Icelandic black metal world. Projects such as Sin Mara, Almyrkvi, Slitter, Martrod, and one other project that I will be talking about towards the very end of this video. But Wormlust is a very, very distinctive and chaotic black metal project. Very lengthy songs, very out-of-this-world songwriting, really freaky, psychedelic sort of sounds going from it. I mean, from a visual aesthetic to a sound aesthetic, Wormlust has the total package, from their prior releases all the way leading up to their first full-length, The Feral Wisdom. It is an absolutely killer album, and I think it still holds up very, very well today. Really great vocal work, great guitar playing, the drumming is just frenetic and non-stop. This is a very action-packed full-length album, and I still think it holds up quite well today. If you haven't heard of The Feral Wisdom or anything by Wormlust, I would highly recommend you get acquainted with this band's body of work and get acquainted with what you probably may have been missing out on, because this is the real deal. So anyway, here's the front cover. Very, very memorable album cover art. I love these eyes, the mouth with the spirals, and it's like a sick visual effect going on here. I love that. Back cover here with some more badass artwork. The tracks, it's 4 really lengthy tracks. It's an almost 40-minute long album, but it flies by very well here. Killer gatefold here with lyrics, all in the native Icelandic language. Credits and information. Comes with a fold-out poster, which I think is even freakier artwork than what was shown here on the original album cover here. Yeah, I believe they made a back patch of this, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very nice poster. And I don't know the limitations on this particular repress because I do believe it came out last year. And this repress came on a very gorgeous transparent blue vinyl. Absolutely beautiful transparent blue vinyl, side A. Side B of this thing. Sound quality is amazing, and as per usual with any Fallen Empire Records release, this definitely got some tender love and care. But yeah, if you've never heard Warm Lust before, definitely look up the Feral Wisdom. This is absolutely as much of a masterpiece as everyone else says it is. I think it's a masterpiece, and I think you would enjoy it too. Some mysterious music coming up ahead for this next release, and this was also a release that came out in 2018, but this is pretty much of a brand new full-length album. This is ANDEIS with Servants of the Cold Night. Yeah. This was released in 2018 through Fallen Empire Records, and this is their debut full-length album. Pretty much, there's not a whole lot to say about ANDEIS other than the fact that we don't know where this band is from, where they could be located from, or how things are with this band. This is very much a project shrouded in secrecy, but it's a trio. A lot of the songwriting and lyric writing this band does is in a sort of gothic language, and throughout the 7 tracks that are on this full-length album, you get a taste of what type of black metal ANDEIS plays, and it's pretty raw, straightforward to the point, and it just sounds phenomenal. And this has been music that's been sitting around for quite a good while now, and now it's finally getting passed on to a full-length release. And yeah, some of these song titles I really can't pronounce all that well, but I'll let you figure out for yourself what type of a project ANDEIS is all about. It's a beautiful listen, it's raw, it's majestic, it's regal, the vocals sound great, the musicianship is solid and top-notch, and it's a short album. It's no less than 25 minutes, but you're going to get your full money's worth with an album like this, and I can't recommend this one enough. So anyway, here's the front cover. Beautiful album cover art here, very nicely done. Back cover with track listings and credits. There you see the band members in question, names of all the band members, Fallen Empire. Comes with a stocky card, stocky sheet here. Pretty much one band member with some candles or some fire or something. I don't even know what the hell he's holding here, but it's a cool photo. Blank on the back side. I believe all copies come on standard black vinyl. Very simple center labels here. Yeah, very simple, minimalist in nature here. But I think this is really, really good stuff. But yeah, if you haven't heard Servants of the Cold Night by ANDEIS, this is definitely a project worth paying attention to and checking out. So yeah, ANDEIS, Servants of the Cold Night. We'll check this one out. We've got another project that's shrouded in secrecy, but this project right here is something very special, and I think it's really beautiful. This is Serpent Column with Invicta. Yeah. 2018 release through Fallen Empire Records, and like the previous band that I mentioned, this is another band that's somewhat shrouded in secrecy. All I really know about this project is that they are based out of the US and they are a duo. And in 2017, this project put out an album called Ornuthi Thalassa, which I think was a really, really great full-length album. Really showed you the type of promise a band like Serpent Column had when it came to their music, their visual style. Pretty much, I get a lot of that Greek, Hellenic sort of vibes and Greek mythology going forward with a release like that. But with Invicta, this is continuing on in that same sort of pathway. Really meticulous, almost progressive sounding styles of stuff. Great riffs, awesome vocals, fantastic drum sound. It's just a really top-notch record. And it's a 3-track long affair here with songs like Asphodel, Decursio, and ANDEIS Invia. It's just really, really fantastic stuff here. It's a lengthy EP, but you're going to get your money's worth with a release like this. I hope there's more Serpent column where that came from, because I really like the direction this band is going in. So anyway, here's the front cover. Very nice artwork here. Nice artwork to match the nice and pretty music that you hear throughout this record. Back cover with track listings and some Greek lettering going on here, which is very nice. It comes with this small little print-out, fold-out lyric sheet here. There you see Invicta. Lyrics for all the songs. Some flowers. Very good aesthetic this band has. I like it a lot. And I believe all copies come on a standard black vinyl. Very nice center labeling here. 3 lengthy songs, and you're going to get the most out of it on a record like this. But yeah. Serpent Column is the real deal, and I hope to hear more great things from them in the future. So yeah, Invictum by Serpent Column. Definitely check this one out. Next up, we have a band that's extremely synonymous with the Fallen Empire Records label, and to me, this is a band that has never put out a bad release in the majority of their existence, and hopefully, with Fallen Empire closing, they will find more creative room to put out music and deliver some awesome stuff. This is Death Fortress with Reign of the Unending. Yeah. 2018 release through Fallen Empire Records, and of course, if you've never heard of Death Fortress, they are based out of New Jersey, and this is a trio that consists of some very, very high-end, top-quality musicians, people who are involved with projects such as Abba Zagareth, Siege Column. I believe the drummer used to be the original drummer in Disma. He also played in this band, and this is a band that has never been short of consistent. They have always delivered great material throughout the years, with albums like Among the Ranks of the Unconquerable, Deathless March of the Unyielding, which was my first introduction to Death Fortress, I should say, and then in 2017 with Triumph of the Undying. Here in 2018 with Reign of the Unending, it's pretty much what this band knows how to do. Create very dark, death metal-esque sort of sounds within their black metal sound, and I think it's really awesome here. 6 pretty lengthy tracks here, but you have songs like Glory to Tyrants, Monolith Winter, Wrath of God, just some seriously top-level, high-quality music going on here. The drumming is something that stands out a lot when it comes to Death Fortress releases. The riffs are on top of the food chain here. Love the guitar riffs being played. I love every riff. I love the bass sound. I love the vocal work. I love the lyrical content. Death Fortress is a true gem in American black metal, and I hope that there will be more stuff from Death Fortress in the future. This band has never stopped the consistency, and I hope they keep it going. So anyway, here's the front cover. Beautiful album cover art here. Another staple of Death Fortress releases are these really busy, elaborate album cover arts for every single release that they put out, which is fucking badass. Back cover, band logo, track listings. Pretty much if you have a Death Fortress release, it's going to be the same sort of thing with a one-sided lyric sheet for all the tracks and credits, blank on the back side, and I believe all copies come on standard black vinyl. Simple labels. Great sound quality out of this thing. But yeah, Death Fortress are fucking excellent. They are one of the best American black metal bands going at the moment, and hopefully there's more great stuff to come from them in the future. So yeah, Reign of the Unending by Death Fortress. Go check this one out. And these last 2 records are going to be some very interesting ones here, because these are somewhat of projects that have band members from all across the world in them. And this first one here is quite an interesting one. This is ACATHEXIS with their self-titled album. Yeah. This is a co-release between Fallen Empire Records and Entropic Recordings. Entropic Recordings, Entropic Records, I don't remember what the fuck it's called, but yeah. This is a project that is primarily based out of Oregon, Belgium, and Argentina. The one thing that I noticed about this release is that this features the guy who happens to be in Mare Cognitum. He, of course, if you know Mare Cognitum, it's a one-man black metal project, very lunar, spacey sort of black metal, but here he tries his hand at something different here when it comes to playing the drums and doing guitar riffs. And there are two other musicians who have very distinctive chops in playing extreme metal, black metal, death metal, whatever you want to call it. They handle guitar riffs and vocals and lyrics, and I think this is a very intriguing sort of project. This feels very melancholy, depressive, a lot of pain and emotion coming from listening to these tracks. It's four tracks long. It's a pretty lengthy album, but you're like the previous records I've mentioned here, they fly by at a really great pace. I mean, listening to songs like Immurement and Veins Hollowed, it's just really, really awesome to hear a project like this sound as amazing as it does, and you get a lot of pure beauty, emotion, great melodies, awesome riffs, great drum work and vocals. This is a very top quality release, and I hope to hear more from ACATHEXIS in the future. So anyway, here's the front cover. Very badass album cover art here. Back cover with track listing, the two labels that are responsible for putting this out. You have a lyric sheet with the artwork on one side, lyrics for all the tracks, and then credits. And I believe all copies of this record came on a vinyl variant called Vibrant Decay, which is, I don't know if you're able to see that well or not, but it's like a gray, white with black and yellow marbling. I mean, you'd have to see it in person to understand how beautiful this looks, but this is a beautiful record, and phenomenal job with how this record looks and how it sounds. It's very great stuff. But yeah, if you're into depressive black metal, melodic black metal, or any of that sort of stuff, ACATHEXIS will whet that appetite, and this is some seriously great stuff. So yeah, self-titled album from ACATHEXIS, go check this one out. And the last record I'm going to show you here is probably my favorite release out of all of this new material that was put out through Fallen Empire. I definitely think that this is one of, had this not come out too late, this probably would have had a spot in my top 10 of last year. I think it's that damn good. This is Good Vieki with Vein 4. Yeah. 2018 release through Fallen Empire Records and Mystis Chaos. And Good Vieki is a new project formed primarily out of Iceland and the US, because on one end you have the main guy from Warmlust in this project, but you also have the Blackburn brothers from Chaos Moon. You have Esoterica, the guy from Krieg, playing guitar in this band. Just a really solid, top-notch lineup of great musicians, of people who know exactly what they're doing and how to do it. And with this album here, it's, I mean, if you've heard any of the projects these people have been involved in, you'll know what you'll be in for with Vein 4. You're going to get a lot of great music and lyrics done in the Icelandic language, which is another crazy thing about this project, but musically, it's as frenetic and as top-notch as can be. The drum work is just relentless and non-stop and pulsating. The guitar riffs are very hypnotic. Great bass work. The vocal work is phenomenal. I love this album so much, and I definitely think a lot of people need to be paying attention to a project like Good Vieki. Hopefully there'll be more of that where this comes from. I feel like I say that a lot for a lot of these projects, but now that Fallen Empire is no more, all of these bands deserve to continue on and flourish and have new homes and be successful. But yeah, Vein 4 is a phenomenal album. So anyway, here's the front cover. Beautiful album cover art. If I'm not mistaken, Elijah Tamu did this artwork. Very beautiful album cover art. Back cover. Really hypnotic stuff on the back here. There you see Mystis Chaos, Fallen Empire. Comes with a lyric sheet. All the lyrics are in the Icelandic language. Back cover with credits and information. I believe that Shrouded did the studio mixing on this record. And I believe all copies come on this vinyl called Svartar Eldingar, which is a crazy name, but it is on a purple marbled vinyl. There you see side A with this circular center label here, which is beautiful. B-side label, old school looking. It's a beautiful record, and it sounds great too. But yeah, Gudvieki Vein 4 is phenomenal, and it definitely should be something you pay attention to for many more years to come. But yeah, Gudvieki with Vein 4, go check this one out. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you some links in the description box of some of the bands I talked to you about here in this video today. Like I mentioned, Fallen Empire Records, they are kaput, no more, they are closed. A lot of the titles that I mentioned in this video should be readily available from a lot of the U.S. distributors, such as Hell's Headbangers, Season of Mist, Expansion Abyss. Definitely keep an eye and ear out. If you sign up for their emails, they'll let you know where exactly they'll be available to purchase, because their stock got sent out to a lot of those particular distros. And I had one more Fallen Empire order to be waiting on, but that has not shown up yet. But hopefully when it does, I'll talk about them in a future collection update video. But yeah, if any of you guys happen to have any good memories about Fallen Empire, any of your favorite releases, what has been put out, what you hope for the future of these labels and all of these bands, definitely let me know. Thank you, Fallen Empire Records, for all of the hard work and consistency throughout y'all's existence. Hopefully better things will come around and y'all won't fade into the sunset too long. Hopefully something greater can come out of this. So yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Army Hell out.